and chase that check for days. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the recap with Let Cash Accumulate over days. Today is Thursday, July the 6th. The market is closed. What a day. What a day. Oh man, what a day. The market closed lower today. But before we go any further here, before we get into detail, you gotta know. You must know. This is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream or with this company. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, stocks finished Thursday's session lower. The Dow ended down 1.1%, while the S&P 500 and NASDAQ Composite finished 0.8% lower. So that's pretty much what happened today. The Bears actually got what they wanted. They got their pullback that they were looking for. When they got it, they could have went one or two ways with it. But it really just kind of ended up being what they wanted. At the end of the day, guys, the data tomorrow is the key. And we've been saying this here since Sunday. Kind of figured that it would be since, the data, it was on a Friday. The jobs report data tomorrow, you guys, that's the factor. That's it tomorrow. You're going to get your direction here. Even though things, went the way they already went now, it was a move made today. The Bears clawed down a little bit more. But as you've seen towards the end of the day, the market kind of went. It got brought right back up to where it opened. So really no move made far as direction. So it's coming. I think this data tomorrow, jobs report data, unemployment rate tomorrow, you guys, that's going to be the key. That's it. We're about to find out here. So if you're on the wrong side, it's a possibility you could be white tomorrow because this data is going to be the factor. Going into the next week, following week, it's going to be 5 days again, regular trading and investing days. So it's about to get volatile here. The VIX did rise today. Haven't seen this level, but been expecting it for a while. The LCAOD, been paying attention to the recaps. Hit that like and subscribe button. But man, other than that, man, you saw the Fed speakers this morning, Logan, with all the data came out, and you saw what he said, and it affected the market. It went down. But you see how the Fed speakers when they speak, how the market reacts. So data as well too. All that data that came out today was hot. It was really hot. They call it, so they didn't like it. But some people said it could have been good. It was just time for a pullback. But we're going to see about the data tomorrow. That's the key. Like I said, jobs report data now. That's all we're eyeing now this week, you guys. And top 5 things, still all in all, you see how all the data is digesting. You see how I told you the FOMC minutes that was going to digest as well, and it did today. So, like I said, Bears got momentum right now. Bears have momentum right now again, but we're still in the bull market. So, you know what happens when the Bears get momentum and we're in the bull market. So just prepare for it's good. That's just what's been going on. If you've been paying attention. So I don't know. It could be different this time. They saying we're gonna see this jobs report data. It's important. Like I said, it's the key. It's the factor. Unemployment rate tomorrow, and that's really pretty much it, man. And you seen how Wall Street was saying buy one stock to buy, one stock to sell this week. Buy J.P. Morgan Chase and sell Levi. Levi had earnings after hours, so we're going to look at that and see what that was about. And J.P. Morgan Chase, they was going up. They did have a tremendous run here. They have came down a lot, so I see why they were saying buy. It was either calls or a push, but they meant buy. It was a profitable week for J.P. Morgan Chase, and still is tomorrow. Can't be tomorrow. So they saying one stock to buy, one stock to sell this week. Buy J.P. Morgan Chase. So Levi, I think J.P. Morgan Chase got earnings next week too, though, and You know, it's a bank. It's part of the big bank, so look out for that going long still, and Levi clothing. But it's pretty much it. And jobs report data tomorrow, you guys. That's what's going on. Going into the weekend, going into next week. That's what the market is looking at closely here with your binoculars. Unemployment rate. That's what's going on. That's the factor tomorrow. The market's about to go up tomorrow, or this what you basically the selling you saw today will continue. One or the other here. It's going either way. Um, be prepared for it. Be ready. The move is coming. Let's go ahead and get into the charts and numbers. I ain't gonna hold y'all here. We're gonna do this real smooth because, like I said, the market is only dependent on really one thing here, and that's the jobs report data. At this point, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. It's been a short week. The market was open a half day Monday. You got it closed Tuesday. Yesterday was regular. Today was regular. Tomorrow will be regular. Tomorrow will be regular. So jobs report data, you guys, going into tomorrow. That's the factor. That's the key. We're looking at the SPY. By the way, before we start, indices closed bearish. Indices closed bearish, you guys. This is an image you can get a visual, get a feel of what it looks like if you see the market, what it means for it to close down. Basically, bearish. Bearish is down, bullish is up. It's really simple here, but bearish is down. This is what the market did. It did close down. The S&P 500, Nasdaq, Russell 2K, Dow Jones, S&P 500, VIX told you that. If you've been following along with the recaps, you know that when the VIX is up, the market is what, you guys? Down. I hear my audience. If the VIX is down, the market is what, you guys? Up. So we know that here at LCAOD, and that's really, like I said, that controls the speed and the direction of the market. The VIX does, and the VIX was up, so VIX was up a lot today. So bears really didn't. They went down, but it was looking slight. It's not looking like nothing that not the bulls can't recover. Put it that way. But that's what the indices did close though, bearish. So look at it from that perspective too as well. And we'll be seeing what it opens pre-market tomorrow and what it's gonna close like into the weekend. Let's get into the SPY. SPY going into tomorrow, 1 day perspective. 439 close. We're gonna look at it like this on the from the green and the red lines. I got some clients, they're very interested in this, and they can see it and visualize it, what I'm saying better with this charting pattern baseline, the baseline. So we're gonna look at the baseline, look at it through the baseline from this point on. Candles, candles are easier too. We'll still do candles, but baseline right here with the spot. So you guys, the SPY right here, right? 439 close. Tomorrow, upside levels. The jobs report data is good, right? This is all based upon the jobs report data. You guys, the SPY, this is going into tomorrow. This is factoring into next week as well. Following week, basically the month of July. If you're catching the drift. If you're catching the drift. That's what's going on right now on the SPY. The jobs report data. This is factoring into all of that, what I just said. So, wide range here. Upside levels can be tomorrow, can be next week. Like I said, end of July, next month. This jobs report data is good. 446, guys. I'm gonna draw it like this in a rectangle today. We ain't gonna do it from the lines because it can land anywhere with this jobs report data being good, if that makes sense. So that's the upside levels. Anywhere in here, you guys. If you buy anywhere in here, you're good. You should be fine tomorrow. If you have anywhere in there you're holding, you're good. You should be fine tomorrow or next week, whatever. That's what's going on. Now to the downside, this jobs report data is not good, and it comes out hot because people are worried that it might come out hot. To the downside, it can go down to about 434. 434. I'm gonna put it down, up, down. You feel me? It can go either way. So be on the lookout for these levels on the SPY going into tomorrow, you guys. You know, it can come. The SPY can come back. The SPY can continue down and travel down here into 434 risk. If this data is not good and it's hot as expected, you're gonna see continued selling. But if it's good, you'll see the SPY push up to 440 plus. 446 will be your top. It probably won't get no higher than that because remember the long target is 450. Now I could be wrong. Could possibly push today. We never know. 450 is. You know we are in the summertime too, still too. So that's the upside levels for going long. But due to the jobs report data tomorrow, guys, this is the way it's gonna. I'm breaking it down simple as possible. If it's good and it's going up on the spot at 440 plus 446, 440 to 446. To the downside, if it's bad, 439 to 434, you guys, to the downside, okay? That's what it is. That's the levels. Be on the lookout for that tomorrow, going into the weekend, going into next week. Triple Qs, same thing. I'm drawing out simple here. Jobs report data. This is what the market is relying on right now, currently. So on this last leg of if this rally is going to continue or not. Upside levels, triple Qs. 374 here. If this data is good, we're going to say 368 to 368 to 374 to the upside. We're going to say up here. If the data is good, triple Qs can do that. Jobs report data is good. If the jobs report data is bad, not good, to the downside now, it's about 366 to about 360. Down. And that's like I said, data jobs report data good, upside levels 368 to 374. Jobs report data bad, 366 to 360 here. So it's gonna land you one way or the other. DIA. Same thing. Keeping it simple. And what is it? What it is. It ain't sugarcoating this one. So if you wasn't expecting this, this is what you need to expect. These are the levels. DIA upside. Jobs report data good. 342.50. 342.50. DIA to the upside. We're gonna write it up. They get higher now. Remember, they still got these long targets. You just have to check out the other recaps to get the long targets for the free game. But that's pretty. Yeah, you got it. Right here though, 342.50 here tomorrow. So from 340 to 342.50, it can go up. Jobs report data is good. Jobs report data bad. To the downside, DIA about 335.90. Down. We'll write it down. Yeah, excuse my John, but that says down. But yeah, those are the levels. So if it's bad, 338 to 335.90 to the downside. If it's good, 340 to 342.50 to the upside. DIA, that's the levels. IWM, jobs report data, same thing. It's what the market is relying on right now. It's critical conditions, and it's in the emergency room. Hasn't got a room yet. It's in the waiting room. Uh, but to the other side, IWM, if the jobs report data is good, to the other side tomorrow, IWM 185. Then we're gonna write up jobs report data bad. IWM to the downside 178.66. Now we're gonna write down right there. And this could be pertaining, like I said, this could happen tomorrow. This could happen, these could be the new levels shifting into next week. You get what I'm saying? By the end of the month, this is what's going on. This is what you need to be ready for here. That's what the data is going to do here. So to the upside levels, like I said, again on the IWM, if it's good, 183 to 185. If the data is good, if the jobs report data is bad, to the downside, expect from 181 to 178. That's just what it is on the IWM. Those are the levels. VIX, volatility, speed of the market. Finally got to see what that's about, didn't you? And just for 1 second, we're going to look at the candles on the VIX because you got to see it from a candle perspective on the VIX because it's the speed of the market. It's the direction of the market. So you just want to see where they land in the candles, basically. As you can see, the volatility is picking up. We're seeing a lot of gap ups though on the VIX, though, right? So a lot of room to be filled back to the downside. A lot of room to be filled back to the downside, if possible, because it is gapping up. But as of right now, though, the VIX is going up. You're seeing it go towards that $15 direction, and it finally broke above it, and that's where you're seeing the market is kind of pulling back. You're seeing certain names pull back just a little bit, though. And some of them are not even. Some of them are going up first and then coming down. So it is the volatility is telling you everything. It's just like I said, it's the speed of the market, it's the direction of the market, and if it's going up, the market is coming down. As you see, it's gapping up, so the market is kind of coming down and the gap up, and coming down in the gap down matter a little bit, just kind of like slowly edging down. If that makes sense, but it's going back up because the VIX is actually chilling out after it does its gap ups recently. But we're looking at a point now where the VIX could be possibly overbought. Look at it from here. Boom. Look what happened. Then you got that sell-off on the VIX right there. You see that? Boom right there. And then it happened right here. Boom. And you got that sell-off right there. That led to that pop. And the same over here. Boom. Big pop over here. But then you got that sell-off. It's like, every time the VIX get these pops or gap ups, whatever the case may be, expect really now to the point where unless it starts pushing up higher and wants to retest this high, it can retest this high. It can even retest these highs. It can retest these highs over here. That's what it's actually doing right now. It's currently trying to get back to that 20 zone. 20 zone is a big zone for the VIX. That's where the bears are actually, have more full momentum of the market. It's possibly a bear market if the VIX is above 20. So $5 away. Some type of fear is picking up in the market, or something's happening because we're seeing a little change here in the VIX, and nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about at all, though, because overall we're still in the bull market, and things can obviously go back up from where it's at. So nothing to be worried about. But just looking at the VIX and seeing how it's acting, it's going up right now. So the market is trying to figure out if it is wanting to go down. It's slightly pulling back now. That's what's going on. But the VIX made this little gap up candle right here. It spiked all the way to $17, you guys, but it didn't feel it. So it came back down to 15. So now Looking at tomorrow, if the jobs report data is good, right? In this matter, if the jobs report data is good, expect the VIX to come back down here and fill this gap all the way possibly to $14, even possibly to about $13.87 here. And ladies and gentlemen, you'll see your market rally continue. You actually see the market gap up. Bulls will have full momentum again. So like nothing happened if the jobs report data is good. Now if the jobs report data is bad, you see the VIX is already at $15.43. Expect the VIX to go back to $17. They'll feel that candle, you guys. They'll feel it. And the market will go down. Stocks will move down lower. We're about to get into the ones we're looking at here. We're looking at Meta, Apple, and Amazon. We're going to show you guys the new levels. But yeah, expect the market to go down if you see the VIX go up to $17 and the jobs report data is bad, you guys. So that's what you need to expect going into tomorrow, going into next week. Meta went crazy this week, man. We'll get back to the baseline. But Meta went crazy this week, man. Right here, though, after hours, they're down here. They closed at 289. So if you was watching the recap yesterday, hit that like and subscribe button. You see the levels are correct here to the downside, we said on Meta. And they were actually correct to the upside as well, but it didn't break above. And no one actually got the 300 trade in Meta yet. So it was only pre-market, so it was pre-market action like LCAOD stated. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, But yeah, check that out. But Meta did right here close below 290. So it's looking like they're on critical support. And remember, they just had that Threads. They just dropped a new app called Threads. You guys go add me on Threads real quick here. I created a Threads and I'm getting the hang of it, man. It's actually pretty neat. It does remind me of Twitter. Twitter already sent out the little lawsuit right here. Get my Threads account right here, you guys. But this is the real me right here too. You're gonna probably see a lot of fake threads, maybe possibly coming soon. Don't follow those. This is the real me. Yeah, Threads, like I said, it's just a new app that Mark Zuckerberg and basically they're competing, man. Him and Elon's competing. You know, Elon Musk owns Twitter, so he's creating something called basically something like that, like Twitter, trying to compete with it. And he already has Meta competing with Tesla, so they're just really, really fighting a lot, man, physically and mentally right now. There's two billionaires going at it, but Meta got Threads now. So y'all make sure y'all tune into that. That app just came out. It might be something. It might be something new and cool to get on it, before it gets too hot, and get worn out, kind of like how these other apps have done previously. So something to look into and think about. But at the end of the day, be careful, when you sign up for this stuff, these terms and conditions, but Meta, like I said, they're really fighting, man. They're really competing heavily right now. Him and Elon Musk, Tesla, and Meta, Mark Zuckerberg and Elon. So it's a lot going on with them. They do got that out. That's what pushed it to 300, I think. But I think they got what they wanted. So now you're seeing it find support now to see. Like I said, if they can, if people really like this app, you're gonna actually see it tomorrow. And if the jobs report data is good, you're gonna really see tomorrow upside levels on Meta is 292 to possibly 300. You guys. Now we're gonna write up. This can happen if the jobs report data is good, and Threads is coming out better than expected here overnight. It will be the second night having the app up officially to the public. Expect Meta is gonna be up from about 292 to about 300. So to the downside though, if the jobs report data isn't good and it's bad, and Threads is turning out to be overrated, and people not really feeling the agenda, it's feeling like he's trying to compete too much, and now it's getting out of whack. You're doing way too much fighting now. This is 2 billionaire rich people doing way too much now, fighting over. You're creating apps now and fight. Like, what is going on, man? This is some rich fighting games here. Then to the downside, you're going to see about 288 to 283.50. And that'll, like I said, if the jobs report data is hot and bad, and the market's going down, everything's going down. You guys, those are the levels on Meta. Be on the lookout for it. Apple, outside of Apple. Outside of the apple. So it looks like they're getting back sour. They didn't like red apples for too much long. They're $3.017 trillion market cap. They're trying to, like I said, maintain that for at least a little while, as long as they can, whenever. So you see, looking at this from the baseline here, you see Apple has just been really going up here. The past 3 months, just going on up. Nothing's stopping them. Nothing's in their way. No wall or no resistance yet. But Apple's going up here to the upside. So jobs report data good for them. If the jobs report data is good for them, expect Apple to hit that 192.50 to 195. And we're gonna write up. That's if the jobs report data is good, And Apple is, like I said, trying to edge past that 3.01 and get to like 3.1. You get what I'm saying? 3.2 trillion, 3.4. They're trying to get that to go up. So that's what it looks like Apple's on. And to the upside, that's what it's going to be if the jobs report data is good, you guys, tomorrow. So to the downside, the jobs report data is bad. Now to the downside, Apple, expect about 187.50 here. Down. We'll write it down. And that's what it is. If the jobs report data is bad, you guys, that's where they're heading here. Where it'll be below between 190 to 187.50 if it's good. Say 192.50 to 195 if it's good. It's going on. So either way here, we're gonna see tomorrow what the data is going to say. Amazon. Remember, prom day coming up, July 11th, July 12th. You guys, it's getting very closer. It's getting very closer, man. Prom day is. Consumers, investors are getting excited. People love prom day. Amazon if you look 5 years out, they got a lot of room to really run. They're part of the AI agenda as well. They're really looking back. They're sitting back, and they're probably laughing at like the Meta Tesla situation because they see them competing so hard. But at the end of the day, their market capitalization is 1.317 trillion. So they're above all of that. They're right behind Apple. But Amazon, man, jobs report data good. Upside levels tomorrow, Amazon, you guys. If the jobs report data is good, is 129 to about 131.50 here. And we're going to write it up. That's just the jobs report data is good. And it's going up. You know what I'm saying? The market is good. Everything good. Cool. If the jobs report data is bad, now to the downside here on Amazon, we're going to say to the downside 125 even. That's if the jobs report data is bad, you guys. Expect that here to about 120, about 127 to 125 here to the downside. Or, like I said, if it's good, expect 129 to 130, 150 to the upside. So either way it goes, that's what it's going to be tomorrow, you guys. And it's all factoring in on the jobs report data. So need I say more? But that's what it is. That's what it was this week. I hope you guys enjoyed all these recaps this week. We'll be back again Sunday with another recap, Sunday night, Sunday evening, with another recap going into the data going on next week, you guys. And earnings season is kicking off. Earnings season is kicking off big next week. Here we're starting. You got a lot of banks going first. Let me show you, give you a little glimpse of what's going on before we wrap it up here. But yeah, here we go. Like I said, next week you got some standout names I'm seeing. JP Morgan Chase, they report here. It looks like Friday before the bell. BlackRock, that's big. Citigroup, that's big. United Health Group, that's big. Wells Fargo report, that is big. So these are the top. The earnings season is here. We're back. And the market is going to get very, very volatile now. With these names report, you got Delta Airlines next week. It's about to get real here. The market is about to. It's the second half of the year, so the market is about to continue to rally, or the rally's about to pull back and fade. So we're about to see one of the two is about to happen. It's getting to that point here. Earnings season is kicking off next week, but this is some of the names here, company standout names that are reporting next week, you guys. So we'll have all that information and data pulled up next week, you guys, on the Sunday recap for sure. Before we slide, you need to know this week ending, the top, high-ranking members feel the stock market will be in the next 6 months. You got 46.4% bullish, 29.1% that's neutral, meaning their cash is still in their buying power and their cash is on the sidelines. They're still thinking they don't care which way the market is going. They're just staying neutral overall. And that's the best way to be. LCAOD like to say neutral. So bearish 24.5%, you guys. So, sentiment is changing. Everybody's looking bullish here by the end of the year. So that means everybody's expecting the market to go up higher and the rally continue here. We're testing all-time highs. That's what this data is stating here. So, wow, that is a lot. 46.4% bullish. Woo! That is a huge takeover by the bulls. We're still in a bull market, you guys. This data may be good tomorrow. The market may go up. Again, we're going to see, and that's really the key, if the data is good or bad, jobs report data. So we're looking at that closely, man. But everybody's bullish right now, basically so far long term. Stocks futures are a little changed as investors look toward Friday jobs report. So that's pretty much it, you guys. We're going to wrap it up. Like I said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the recap. And I'll see y'all Sunday with another recap, man. But this was the recap with LCAOD. This was the recap of the SPY, QQQs, DI, IWM, VIX, Meta, Apple, Amazon. With LCAOD this week, we'll have 3 or 4 new companies pulled up on Sunday night, and we will recap them next week. And they will be free plays, as always, free game. I hope y'all have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. See y'all Sunday night. Peace.